There is something strangely satisfying about pulling a dedicated camera out of your pocket instead of just reaching for your phone. This little red number from Canon is a reminder of a time when point-and-shoots were the absolute kings of the casual snapshot. It is compact, it is bright, and honestly, it feels like a toy in the best way possible. You pick it up, and it just disappears into your palm, which makes it incredibly easy to carry around for those moments when you do not want to deal with a bulky setup. The first thing you notice is that 3-inch touch panel on the back. Back when this hit the scene, touchscreens on cameras were still finding their footing, and you can tell. It is not quite as snappy as the smartphone screen you are used to today, so you might find yourself tapping a menu item twice every now and then. But once you get the hang of the interface, it is actually pretty intuitive. There is even a dedicated help button, which is a nice touch for anyone who just wants to point and shoot without digging through a manual to figure out why their photos look a bit dark. Now, let's talk about what this thing actually does with light. It packs a 16-megapixel sensor, paired with that classic DIGIC-4 processor. In good daylight, it produces these punchy, vibrant images that have a certain charm you just do not get from modern computational photography. It is not trying to be a professional DSLR, and it does not pretend to be. The 5x optical zoom is the real star here. Being able to pull in a distant subject without losing quality to digital cropping is a massive advantage over most basic phone cameras. Plus, the intelligent image stabilization does a decent job of keeping things steady, especially when you are zoomed in and your hands are doing that natural shake. Video-wise, it handles 720p recording. Is it going to replace your high-end mirrorless rig? Of course not. It is meant for quick clips, maybe a birthday party or a walk through the park. The dedicated movie button is right there, so you are never fumbling around in menus when something interesting happens. It is simple, it is fast, and it gets the job done. What stands out, though, is the Smart Auto mode. It cycles through over 30 different shooting situations, adjusting the settings on the fly. It is surprisingly smart at picking the right scene, whether you are shooting a landscape or a close-up of your lunch. However, you do have to keep your expectations in check when the sun goes down. Like most cameras from this era, it struggles a bit in low light. You will see some grain creeping into the shadows, and the autofocus might hunt for a second longer than you would like. It is not a deal-breaker, but it is definitely a reminder that this device prefers a well-lit environment. Also, it is worth mentioning that the battery life is decent, but if you are planning a full day of shooting, you might want to keep a spare handy. It is a small trade-off for such a portable form factor. If you are looking for something that forces you to slow down and actually compose a shot, or if you just want that nostalgic, authentic digital look without the heavy lifting of a professional camera, this little red Canon is a fun piece of kit. It is not perfect, and it definitely shows its age in a few spots, but it has a personality that modern smartphones just cannot replicate. It is a simple, honest tool for capturing memories, and sometimes that is exactly what you need.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.